Hey runners, so I've had a few people ask about stretching for runners. Just like many other runners, I am incredibly inflexible. I think it's the thing that a lot of us runners kind of save till last, if anything. And so we don't give nearly enough time to stretching it. And especially since kind of the new kind of philosophy on training tends to emphasize strength training over stretching, we tend to forget that even less. But it's super important to stretch. I'm not a big believer in any before run stretching, but I'm a big believer in post run stretching. And so what I'm going to take you through is a quick routine that I do. I learned from someone who's kind of an interesting story, was someone who was living as a runner and a yogi in the Midwest, who came and taught me this routine a long time ago, over 20 years ago, and I've just been doing it ever since. I am not a yogi. I am a runner who tries to come up with practical ways to get my training done. So this is my stretching routine. I think if you just did these few exercises after you got done running, I think that you would do a lot better in terms of improving your flexibility. So why don't you give these a try and see how it goes. All right, everyone, so we're going to start with our feet directly under our hips. Raise your hands up in the air and down. Just going to reach down as far as you can go. It doesn't really matter if you touch the ground. Kind of grab your ankles, grab your thighs, whatever's kind of comfortable for you. Try to keep your back somewhat flat, at least initially, and then we'll stretch down a little bit more. So reach up and down. Just kind of reach down a little bit and get warmed up. Reach up and down. Just kind of hang here for a second. All right, the next breath, just kind of really reach down as far as you can go. You can arch your back a little bit there, see if you can touch the ground. All right. Next move is we step back into a lunge. Make sure at the lunge, keep your knee over your ankle. Then put your right knee down. Reach up in the air. Feel a stretch right here. And remember, with all these moves, just kind of do what feels comfortable. I mean, stretching should be comfortable, so don't feel like you're pushing anything. Nothing should hurt. The next one that we're going to do is a quad stretch. So I'm going to grab my ankle here and just kind of reach. And then back up to a lunge. Step your left foot back. Push, this is what's known as a downward dog in yoga. I just know it as the thing that stretches my calves. Down, both knees on the ground. Sit back if you can. Stretch out, head to the ground. Make sure you get a good stretch. I like this one in my shoulders. Up to kind of a cat position. Back up to downward dog. Step your left foot forward, back to the lunge. Step your right foot forward. Stretch up again. Reach to the sky. And down. So I'm going to step the left foot back. Left knee to the ground in that lunge. Reach up, kind of a modified lunge here because you're keeping your knee on the ground. Do it feel safe and good for you. Oh, a little bounce there for me. Good thing I have the wall there. All right. Stretch your quads. And again, I'm not that flexible, so don't feel bad if you're if you're not that flexible. This is just something that you can add to your routine for a few minutes a day. That'll help a little bit, but don't feel bad. Just you are where you are. All right, so back up to the lunge. All right, both feet back into that downward dog. Down on the knees. Sitting back, stretching the arms out, leaving the hands and the palms on the ground. Put your forehead to the ground if you can. Back up to a cat position. Push up with your hands to the downward dog. Step your right foot forward, back into the lunge. Step your left foot forward. Reach up to the sky again. You can do that 2, 3, 4 times. So I'm going to go through it one more time just kind of on my own. So I reach down, right foot back, right knee to the ground. Grab the right ankle, stretch that quad. Down, back up to the lunge, left foot back, downward dog. Both knees down, sit back and get a stretch. Back up to the cat position, back up to downward dog. Left foot up again, right foot up. Stand up, reach. Touch the toes again. Left foot back now to that lunge. Left knee down. Reach up. I think I forgot to do that last time. If you forget a step, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy stretching. Again, I'm better with my balance there. Stretch that quad. For however long it feels good, really. I mean, it's, they say there's a lot of studies, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I mean, don't stay in these positions for years, but just do whatever feels good to your body. I mean, that's the most important part. Your body will know. So back up to the lunge, back to the downward dog. Both knees on the ground. Sit back. Back up to a cat position. Back up to downward dog. Push through the palms. Kind of push back. I like this because it just kind of stretches my calves. Step up with your right foot. Step up with your left foot. And hang out there for a second. Reach up. All right, good. All right, so the next thing I like to do is just kind of a standing stretch. I put my feet, a little further apart, maybe, like a few inches. Looks to be about, 8 inches outside of hips width. So turn my left foot this way, my right foot this way. And then I just do these little motions, like a little mini lunge here that just kind of stretches the groin area. To do a few of those, kind of hang out there. And I'm done with that. Turn my right foot in, turn my left foot out. Again, just little stretches like that. Little gentle things that just kind of help open up the groin area. And a lot of people ask what to do with your arms, like should we be doing stuff like this or, kind of these yoga poses. And again, for runners, my feeling is just get a good stretch and that feels good. So if it feels good, just kind of put your arms out for balance. Then go do that. If you just kind of want to rest them, that's good too. All right, turn them in. All right, reach up. And then again, just kind of bend over. First with a straight back, just to kind of get good stretch back here. Then with an exhale, you can go down as much as you can. Reach up. Repeat that. Right foot out, left foot in. Little movements with the right side. Switch sides again. Those little movements. Again, just stretching the groin just a little bit. Get a little bit of a hamstring. Some people will get that in here too. All right, we're done doing that. Turn them both in, reaching up. And then just down, kind of hang out there for a second. And then with an exhale, just kind of really stretch down. All right, right, nice work. So now for the seated portion of our stretch. I sit down, put your feet together, palms of the feet together, palms of the feet. See how far you can kind of pull it in. And then what I like to do is grab my ankles, and I take my elbows, and I just kind of push down with good posture. Just kind of push down a little bit gently. At the same time, I kind of push the balls of my feet together. So just kind of making your feet kind of twist in just a little bit, like almost like they're pronating a little bit, but just kind of putting some pressure on the balls of the feet and then pushing down just gently here. All right, good work. Next, both feet straight out. I'll do this kind of like this. We'll go sideways here so you can see this a little bit better. So we'll go sideways here. I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to cross over my right knee, put it about there, and again, put it in a place that feels comfortable. Take my right arm, put it on the outside of my left knee, and then I'm just going to twist my body like that. A little twist in the back. I also will feel this a little bit in the upper, kind of where the attachment in the hip and the IT band, to kind of stretch my hips out. All right, left foot down, switch it up, right foot over left knee, left arm outside of right knee, and twist. All right, I'm just going to repeat that. So left foot over right knee, right elbow on the outside of left knee, and twist. And then I'm going to switch it up again. Right foot outside of left knee, left elbow outside of right knee, and twist. And really, that's it. That's my set of stretches. It's really basic. It doesn't take that long. Get through that in about 10 minutes, and hopefully you'll just improve a little bit of flexibility and also just take a little downtime for yourself just to kind of relax. Sometimes I'll add a little meditation to that or something at the end. I don't go crazy with any one kind of thing. I just try to get a good kind of rounded set of exercises and then a little mental downtime when I do finish my running. So that's it. I hope everyone has a great day and get some stretching in, get some running in, and just enjoy life.